If you will change, everything will change for you.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to The Life of Mar. This is the channel where I talk about my wins, whether it comes to fitness, business, or just my general life. This is where I just, leak myself, expose myself. Not the way, don't get it twisted. Not to make it sound weird. So I got back from a 10K run not too long ago. In the midst of me feeling like shit, I come back and it's hot out and my head's like boom, 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 it's thumping. And in the midst of that, I'm looking around and I'm like, brother, I'm just blessed to be here. And I started to think about all of the seeds that I planted in the last 6 years that brought me to where I am today. I finally accomplished getting $500 to $1,000 in revenue each month from my e-commerce store. I also got monthly retainers for my web design business. I'm currently working on B2B sales for my AI agents. I'll give you guys 3 stories that brought me to where I am today, and I guess really gave me a purpose in living. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is making yourself sellable, making yourself valuable. Started off as just a fucking YN breaking into cars. I remember I was reaching into someone's car and they're like, ah! And then I ran down the street, down the alley. It was like 2 a.m., bro. I woke up in bed with all these shits on me, brother. I had to get resuscitated. That's how far gone I was. No soft skills, no hard skills. Only thing I did was fucking shop class. From that day, I was willing to change because I wanted to. What I started to do was I re-educated myself. I got my grade 12, I got a full-time job, and then I started to go online and I started to read. That's right, motherfucker. I started to read. I picked up a book. To further go on, COVID started to happen. And that's when I got laid off from my job. I was getting blessed by the, the government benefits. They were getting the good CERB check over here. I need my stimulus check, yeah. And I was taking advantage of Shopify. I started to learn more about stocks and I started to put more time into drop shipping. I was like, oh, well, if I can buy a product on AliExpress, I can fucking sell it on eBay, right, be the middleman. And that was working for me. I had a bestseller. These remote control alligator heads. I was selling them for 20 bucks a pop, and I was selling like 5 or 6 a day. I was the best seller. And I was like, holy shit, you can actually make money online. Now things started to slow down and I got hit with the MC411. I got hit with the ban hammer for drop shipping. I started 2019, COVID started 2020. It was like 2022 and I had to get a job again. So I'm like, how can I be comfortable? Well, I got a job doing sales over the phone at home. Little did I know that me just being lazy would actually contribute to some real personal skills. Some actual skills. I could put that public speaking and charisma to play. And I was on the top commission earners every single month. I was killing it. And I was even training people live on how to do sales calls. Now whatever, I was still a wagey brokey, but at least I was building something for myself. From that moment, I was like, fuck, I can start doing this on Fiverr. So I was selling myself for $300, I'll do 100 calls for you. Making more money than I probably would in a couple days working at this place. Now, things were still slow. It wasn't fast enough. And my Shopify wasn't working. I did 10 fucking ideas, guys. 10 ideas. And none of them, aside from eBay, worked. The only ones that worked were the ones that I had to do, which were custom print on demand. That one worked. And now my custom 3D prints. From all the trial and error, I learned how to make a proper website. I learned how to properly make it so when people click on it, it looks actually legit. It doesn't look like a shit website. I learned about Facebook pixels, fucking Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads. You can do it on Snapchat, you can do it on Pinterest, but Pinterest not even worth it. You start to learn what customer acquisition costs. You start to learn about CPC, you start to learn about PPC, all of these things, SEO, how to rank. Oh man, using Photoshop to enhance your images before we even had ChatGPT. Editing a video on Premiere Pro so I could edit my product make compilations of, pull it from online, a different feedback, make it into a compilation video, and then release it onto my dropshipping site just for it to get no sales. All of that. I was putting in time, and it didn't amount to nothing. And from my skills from before, I've been able to incorporate it into my newer ideas. So making these things, knowing the tools to use, it's all just natural now. I was actually able to get a client ranked first page on Google because of all of my SEO past experience. Like, brother, it has been nothing but beneficial. So the first story is about learning valuable and useful skills that you can sell altogether as a business, or sell the skill as a business itself. So the next story I'm gonna get into goes in hand with story number 1. And that has to do with re-educating yourself. Now, by re-educating yourself, I mean getting a plan B. Now, for some of you, it actually might not even be worth it. But if you're watching this video, it probably is. Because, I mean, you're watching this video. For those of you who have nothing to fall back on and have no actual successful business or thing going for them, and you're working your 7 to 3 or 8 to 11 at a factory or at McDonald's, like, look, you can be happy doing that and you can live your life forever, that's fine. But clearly you're watching this video, so you want more for yourself. I really recommend going to a college or university education and re-educating yourself. But not into some bullshit that's like fucking gender studies or social studies or fucking, what else? You got like, what's the word for it? Not psychology, philosophy. Right? Like some bullshit like that, or hotels and trivia. Like, brother, come on. If you're gonna go to school, go for STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Unless you're gonna be a nurse and fucking, bang it out. Engineering, brother, that's the route that I took. And if I was to stop doing business today or something were to go to shit, from my experience that I built already, I'm sure I can get a great job somewhere. So it's like, my fucking GitHub is always busy. I know all about breakers and fucking circuits and putting them together and mechanical, engineering and drafting it out on CAD and all that bullshit. I can do that because I was educated. Those skills will help me with a practical, real job if I never find success. And that's God forbid, obviously. You gotta find something to fall back on, and fuck it, even if you don't go to the education route, because I too hope to hang up my diploma on the wall and just call it a day and go forward with my business the next day. That's like my fucking goal. Whatever, God forbid, at least I know how to do these things. And for my businesses in the future, bro, I can build drones and shit now. I can make fucking lasers if I wanted to. Yo, chill, okay? Chill. I'm just talking. Hey, this is an AI. All because I got educated on how to do it, and I'm confident now about the way that I approach things because of my education. I don't gotta chat GPT everything. I say, oh, I agree with it. I'm like, oh, okay, I use it more as a confirmation system than rather as a reliance because I went to fucking school. Now for my blue collar guys, like my electrical guys, my plumbing guys, concrete guys, drywall, all you really have to do is just run some Facebook ads and add some more to your services too, right? Maybe you upsell something, oh, I do more than this when you meet the customer, but all those skills still apply, and you can definitely still see banger revenue doing those jobs. Absolute killer. You don't gotta do school for that, right? But you gotta sell yourself very well, and you gotta know your game if you're the owner. Eventually, you can hire somebody to run the ads and everything for you, but when you're first starting off, you're eating crumbs. You gotta sacrifice retained earnings and put it right back into the business and learn how to run shit ads and learn from the bottom. But that's all game. And from me doing those stuff before, that put me ahead, so I already knew what I was doing when I was building my Facebook page for my landscaping company and the website for the car detailing business, the little conversion thing. Oh man. All of those were so easy for me because before of all of the times that I failed doing drop shipping, I'm like, oh, well, whenever they click on the thing, I'll just make it easy. They just sign up here, click the booking date, boom, done. Service booked for the car detailing. For the landscaping, I just put the ad, boom, phone number, my before after photo that had a nice like thumbnail, and then boom, I got calls. So it's all about knowledge, bro. All right, so the third story that I'm gonna get into is about surrounding yourself with the right people. So eventually you're gonna feel like the biggest fish in your pond if you're on the route of growth. So what I ended up doing was I wanted something better of myself. I wanted to stop feeling high cortisol levels and just stop feeling like a bitch, know how to defend myself, because I think every man should know. I think I just also wanted to have a change physically too. Like I wanted to push myself further. I wanted to find some type of hardcore training for myself so I could train myself mentally. And so I decided to join a boxing club. And not only did I meet the people who I'd be traveling with on the same team competing with, I met my best friends there too, man. I also made a client there. I made a website for the boxing club. Brother, it even changed me to the point where I became a coach. So that's like my community service for the others, where, you know, I kind of give back now to the community in that way. By doing that though, more good has come towards me. I surround myself with less bullshit. I have just a higher standards for myself to follow because I'm just around successful people. Like, why would I want any less than that? Change that it brings in your life to be surrounded by other people who have even achieved higher than you makes you want to achieve more. I'm talking to people who've been to places I've never been to. PR, DR, Mallorca, Bali. So surrounding yourself with better-minded people who have success, it'll make you just naturally want to achieve it too. But when I was stuck with people who only never been to those places and didn't even care about leaving the city, brother, they just talk about bullshit. You'd be teaching every single time that you talked rather than having an actual conversation with somebody where, you know, it's like, oh, you learn from them and they learn from you. It's more like every single time you talk to them, they're learning from you. And that's not the conversations that you want. So by surrounding myself with the right people, I ended up now having conversations where I learn from others. And I also teach them because I picked up a lot of valuable skills along the way. So it's a great trade-off. You know, I'm talking to people who have no clue what Facebook ads are, who've never ran Instagram ads, who don't know how to fucking code a single thing. But I would never be able to get an interaction like this if I stayed with the same circle. And I would probably never even think about like what the hell Mallorca is. I've never even heard of that place until fucking recently. Just by putting myself around better people, I've been able to just get better feedback on things and things that I don't know compared to if I was just staying in the same old circle and I talk about this information, they probably wouldn't even want to hear it. So when you surround yourself with people who want success the same way that you do, brother, you're going to start winning. The 3 things that brought me to where I am right now that I thought I'd go over, and I hope that the information helped you too. I've just been locked in. You know what I mean? I got all the couple businesses going on that I'm growing. So I've been pretty busy, guys. I'm trying to get it going before school starts again in September. So got a month and a half. So you got some cooking to do. But all right, boys, for now, ciao. But aside from that, guys, I really appreciate you for watching this video. Much love if you made it all the way to the end. My bad, I haven't been posting as much. I've been very much locked in. And I even recorded this video last week, but I lost my SD card, bro. So it's like, I had to get a whole new SD card for this video. That's how much I love you guys. That's how much you better hit the subscribe button. But all right, for now, ciao.